we've talked about it on the show before, but I mean, I've had the discussion with my mother. My mother said if her and my father worked at McDonald's in the late 70s, early 80s when they got out of high school, they could eventually get a house. They could still eventually buy a house.
Not now.
Yeah,
two people working at McDonald's?
Oh, no,
yes.
Yeah, two people working at McDonald's now can't get an apartment.
A car was only $7,000. Rent for a house was like $150, $200.
It's inflation, like you talk about very much.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you post once a day.
The two things driving everything up is inflation, which is, everybody likes to say that the natural rise in costs. There's no natural rise in costs. It is the government printing more money, which devalues. All you got to do is look at Venezuela. They printed a shit ton of money, and look what happened. Now everybody can't even find bread, man. People are like, there's infants starving in hospitals. I just read about, I saw this on the news yesterday.
Even Germany before World War II, long before World War II, in the 20s, they had to keep printing more marks, and people were taking bucket loads of marks just to buy one loaf of bread, and everything was shifting. It's all how I'm sorry. My head. It's literally just spinning because I'm still in the back of my head. All these cases you're talking. How inflation works, but yeah, you start pushing people towards that brink, and it's funny that I wanted to bring up. I'd forgotten early in the week that Shorty was going to come on, but another Dan Brown book is being made has been made into a movie called Inferno. And it addresses overpopulation. Now, that's not what we're really talking about here, but we are talking about... It
does run into the same thing, though.
They bring up at least 4 times in the book, once people are pressed to their brink, they start doing, things that everybody else, and maybe years ago, thought were illegal or immoral, but it's literally what they have to do.